What's happening, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to the channel. You know the spiel. We're diving back into, once again, Victory Brewing Company. This was sent to me by Victory Brewing and / Victory Monkeys, aka on social media and Instagram. They did send a pack and a 6-pack of a different beer, and I am reviewing the majority of what they sent me. So just doing my due diligence, giving you my honest opinion of what they've got going on here. So today it is Berry Monkey to once again play on that monkey series. Okay, we have a Fruited Sour Triple, once again clocking at 9.5%. We're seeing that across the board with many of their beers, just what they kind of do. So this is actually a description that I can read and actually have some detail on. It's an ale with raspberries and other natural flavors. At least they're telling me what it is. Some of their other cans just say with added spices, and we don't know what those are until we assess for ourselves. So Victory Brewing Company, Downingtown, Pennsylvania, it looks like. So yeah, I don't know a ton about them, but again, really appreciate them sending some beer. So I will give you my opinion and 2 cents on this. So sour berry twist, perfectly fruity sour triple loaded with raspberries, just the right balance of sweetness and tang, smooth finish, undeniably very good. Ha ha. So let's see what it is at 9.5%. Again, we have probably a crazy can down date, not as bad as the other ones. Best by April 26, 25, a year from today, a little less. Today is June 2nd, time of recording, and some of their other beers were good till, for whatever reason, 2026. So some of those Belgian triples, but this probably might degrade quicker with the raspberries in it, and who knows what else. So let's go for the pour. And what do you know, we have a little salmon / light pink colored tint to this beer, and it's actually pretty pink as I continue to pour it. Good looking beer, actually. It's that raspberry shine, if you will, and a nice creamy head. Boy, it's very creamy sitting on top of that. So that looks like, I don't know, raspberry cake in the glass, man. Looks really good. Look at that. Yeah. Let's go to an aroma. Yes. Definitely loaded with raspberries. Real fruity, real forward. Very bright. A little bit sweet for sure. Little like bubblegum, ester, raspberry candy. But really, there's not a ton else. Maybe a little graininess in the malts, but smells sweet, smells very fruity and bright and aromatic. Smells good nonetheless. Some of their other beers are a little underwhelming. I'm not getting like the Belgian twist to this really off the nose. Usually you can get that Belgian yeast strain, that funkiness. Not really getting it. I imagine, yeah, sour triple, it should be there, but maybe that fruitiness is kind of offsetting it once again. So let's just dive in. Cheers, Victory Brewing. Thanks again for the beer, and we'll check this one out. Ooh. Good body to this beer. It's definitely like a seedy, jammy raspberry. Pretty sweet, pretty forward on the palate. Finish is actually pretty dry after it's all said and done. Wow, this is pretty good. First impressions. A little bit tart. Almost like tart watermelon raspberry candy. Hard to decipher, but again, this candied quality, the Jolly Rancher watermelon kind of integrating itself into this jammy kind of raspberry pie kind of thing. It's very sweet, but again, very nice and dry on the back end. The way it finishes, a little bit of that grainy malt on the back end. Kind of just reels everything in. Nice little full circle front to back. It's quite refreshing at 9.5%. You can feel it in the body. It's got a little bit of viscosity, a little bit of heaviness to the palate, but surely not a 9.5% heavy. Drinking more like a 7 at best, but the fruity refreshment that you get on your palate, it just is encouraging you to keep drinking. It's very subtle, the maltiness. It's the Belgian funk, the yeast strain. Again, having a hard time picking it up. I don't know right off the bat that I would be able to say it's a Belgian right away. It's subtle. Again, it's covered up by the fruitiness, that raspberry. It's sweet. It's kind of tart. It's the mix of both worlds. It's surely dominating the palate though, and it's in a good way. This is a really memorable beer once again. So I guess we have Berry Monkey Fruited Sour again. So it's telling you it's going to be kind of sour, kind of like a framboise mouthfeel with the sour kind of tart raspberry jam quality, a little bit of that going on. It feels good. This thing is good front to back. It's just a nice, interesting, unique beer that you're not going to taste all the time. And again, at 9.5%, this one's not too sour like the last one. The Sour Monkey was just a little too sour for me. This one's the right amount of sour. And it's not like artificial raspberry where I hate it. It's very drinkable, very, very tasty. And even at 9.5% on a 70-degree day, a great sipper, honestly. Good crusher, honestly. Good beer. I mean, you can feel it on the back end a little bit as I drink it. Feels a little bit heavier. The body weighs on you a little bit. You get just a touch of the alcohol, not much, but just a subtle touch. But you should at 9.5. Otherwise, this should be illegal. Rating. Woo! Good beer. Different beer. Not like so puckeringly tart, but it's got a little bit of that. It's got the refreshing raspberry lemonade kind of feel for a minute. And it's authentic. It doesn't feel like junk. Doesn't drink like junk. It doesn't feel not authentic to raspberries that are legitimately raspberries. It feels good. Tastes good. Not always like a beer I would be that interested in, but am I mad about this? No. 4 out of 5. Quite good, actually, at 9.5. Surprisingly good and drinkable and very tasty. Yeah, 4 out of 5. Nice stuff, Victory Brewing. Gosh darn it. You guys are pretty good. Underrated. Nice little hidden gem here. So yeah, until next time, guys. Pros, cheers, yamas. Again, thank you so much, Victory Brewing. I appreciate the free beer, and you're the best. At least in this video. See you next time. Cheers.